Good morning, everyone. You might want to run to Target, like run right now. Check your stores. These are ringing up $44 from only 70% off. So I take the pictures of the barcode and I scan it from my other phone because I use this phone to record. And this is easier for me because I don't want to put everything back again. So it's easier to know what the prices are. So as you can see, this rung up $44.99 from 149, and so these are the online only prices which will be marked by the manager, and this was marked 30% off, but when I went to the scanner and scanned it, it was 70% off, so it rung up 17.99. So good deal. From $60. This was only half price for 449, but I wanted it, so I just got it anyway. And yeah, it was tagged 30%. These were 12.50, they were 50% off, so you might want to scan everything because some is ringing up 50%, but most of the items are 70% off. And there's so much included at my Target. They had so much in stock, but this was out of stock. The this attachment of KitchenAid, I didn't really need the attachment, but it was $30. And this was also 70% off for $85, I believe, and this was 70% off, marked 30 but 70. This was ring up 50% off at my store, but maybe lower at your stores. Check your stores for that. These pants were 50% off. These were all gone, but the Rachel Ray sets were 70% off to $45. These were 17.99 and 20.99, the bigger ones. Yeah, the ninjas, these were all out of stock, so I just took the prices, the pictures of the tags, and scanned it to see what stores have them available around me. The toaster was $8.99 from $30. They were tagged 30% off, so definitely check, scan everything, and check your stores, like multiple stores. These the utensil set, the silicone ones from Figment, they were 70% off. The coffee machine were 70% off, 38.99 from 129. This was half, no, these were also 70% off, but they were out of stock at my store. I really wanted it. I checked my store, other stores for it. They had so many of these. The vacuum sealers were surprising to me. They were 70% off too. They were $44, and the refills were also 70% off. They had this porcelain dishes, sets, oval platter sets, cups, mugs, whatnot for 70% off. They were marked 50%, but this is what I got. It was 17.99. The bigger one was 20.99. This Farberware knife 449. I got this cutlery set. It was 26.99 from $90. That's a good price. Also, there's a DPCI in my picture. You can ask the employees to check with that number if there's any available around. The as I said, the refills were also 70% off. The OXO brand, check this brand. They had a lot in it with 70% off. And here I'm showing what's at my store. They have a lot of these. And also make sure you check the clearance section, because on the end caps and in the home area and the back of the store they had a lot of those. This was only 50% off, but the other sets were 70%. This was $13.50 from $45. There was a lot unmarked, but they were all 70%. The lady was tagging everything. She was in the other aisle tagging. These were 70% unmarked, like untagged, like for 70%, but they had all the tags up. They had all the tags printed. They were going to tag everything, and once they start tagging everything, everything will be gone. So if you want something, you might want to go right now. The cutlery sets, they were 50% off. They didn't bring up 70% off. This was like, who buys cutlery sets for $100? Like, and there's glasses, there's dinnerware sets, there's a lot. Some were bringing up 50% and some were 70%, so you may want to scan everything. Like I said, not everything will be included, but yeah, if you can wait, you might want to check back next week for to check if the others, the ones 50% have dropped. So this teapot I really liked, it was 70% off. Oh, I found this steam and scrub for $53. So these rugs were also 70% off. They were the runners. I found only two runners. They were 15, a little bit pricier for me, but a good quality. Yeah, they were pretty, and they had so many stickers up, but they were not 70%. There are so many lamps on sale for 70%. I didn't scan any because my battery was low, so I didn't want it. So there's a lot, like, oh, the electronics also dropped to 70 yesterday, but I made it today, and they had pretty decent inventory on everything. They have Bluetooth speakers. These are the Bluetooth speakers for 30 and 70. Then they have this calculators 70%, maybe for bigger kids. And they have routers, Wi-Fi routers for 70% off, and extenders for 70% off. So if you need one, but it's a good price, like you can't beat 70% on electronics. This is the extender, and I'm not sure of this Acer. It was, if it was 70%, but it was marked 50%. They have this mouse pads for 70%, and different colors, but I couldn't scan everything because, as I said, my battery was running low. So I was just taking pictures for Instagram to post on Instagram. And many of the ink boxes, they were 70% off. Canon brand, and I don't know, Bexma brand. Yeah, if you need ink, it's a good price for that. And they had Polaroid, but mine wasn't in stock. So I found this soundbar for $45 from $149, and this string lights for $22 from 75, Wi-Fi ones. So yeah, and I got one of the uh, since my battery was running out, so I got the power bank. I got the Belkin one for $11.99, and they had so many options for the chargers and the power banks, and they had for everything for like 70% off. And yeah, here I was trying to take a picture for Instagram, so that's that's how it is. And there's this car chargers, magnetic chargers. They had everything marked down. So check everywhere, check the end caps and wireless chargers. Yeah, if you need anything, if they tag it, they'll be out soon. If stuff is untagged, you'll have a chance to find it, but if it's tagged, many people will come and buy it. Even the non-clearance shoppers, they'll come and buy it because 70% is a good price. People buy it at 50%. So as I said, this is the end cap. So this I bought for $5 at Walmart, but it was 15 over here. But yeah, these are the end caps you may want to check. It was at back of the store. These were all 70%, and some comforters were 70, some were 50% off. The bottom ones were 70%. This was 50% off, the quilt, This was the bottom ones, it rung up $17. And this comforter squishmallows, I wish it was in full size, but it was 12. These stuff for your kids restroom, these were all 70%. They're marked 50 or 30, but they rung up 70. The mats were the 50% off. But yeah, if you need something for your kids restroom, if you're redoing, remodeling anything, Target is your place to be. These were tagged 30% bottles, but they rung up 70%. Everything here was 70% off. Everything, even if they were marked 30%, they were 70% off over here. But the rugs were only 50%. Also check the toys. A lot of toys were 70%. Especially the swimming toys, anything related to swimming, you may want to check. It may be tagged 30%, 50%, but please don't trust the tags, because employees do not have enough time to mark every single thing down. But they do. The Target employees are like, in Walmart employees are, they're always tagging, they're always working, but yeah, they must have. So yeah, check, always price scan at the price scanner in the store, but not in your phone. The phone will only show, the app, the Target app will show the online price, not the store price. These were all 70%. So if you want to do your Christmas shopping, 70% is good price, but you'll find more deals uh, in the coming months. But if you need something, 70% is a good price. I got these for my daughters. These were marked 50% when I went in, but by the time I was coming out to take the videos, they already marked it to 70%, and they will be gone in a jiff. Like, people will come and buy it. These Wish dolls were only $1.55, 70% off. They were marked 50. These were all 70% off, marked 50, but yeah, I did check the price at the price scanner. These were for Star Wars for $5.99 from $20. The Wish was also 70%. This was also $5.99. No, I'm not sure. The Gatorade bottles were 70% off. This was 70% off, $11.99, 3-in-1 game. Yeah, and Monster High dolls. They had Wish, they had Encanto, they had a lot. Play-Doh, they had Play-Doh for 70% off. This I price checked, it was $16.49 from $35. This Pokemon, I don't know what it is, because I don't have boys, I have only girls. So this was $22.49. And the plants, they were so beautiful. They are 50% off. They didn't mark it down to 70, but if you need it, check your stores. They I was trying to see what they said, but they didn't say anything. They didn't have the name or anything. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and share, and subscribe for my channel if you found anything helpful. Yeah, see you in the next one.